There's no female snipers in G.I. Joe. Of course there wasn't, but now there is. I just graduated from Scout Sniper Unit Leaders Course, something you can't do, hit and rip, stalker. Shit, I ain't dealing with none of you. Well, you got 2 recruits here, and I'm going to be the next future recon or sniper platoon leader. I promise you. I mean, just look at my rainbow getup. Oh, dang it. Sergeant, I don't want any female snipers around. There's no such thing. Just ask Reddit or the His Tank forums. Either way, no matter what they call me, a repainted airborne, a ripcord, or a hit and run, I'm what all the boys want. But Sergeant Lorenzo, am I what all the boys?
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Alright guys, it's been a while since I've reviewed anything G.I. Joe or anything in particular. I've been in Dallas, Texas on work, but hey, what do you know? I got both the 60th anniversary G.I. Joe Classified, the Action Marine Sniper, and the Action Pilot Halo Jumper. Alright, ladies first, it's our Action Marine Sniper, and she's a beaut. All new face sculpt. Actually, we've got 2, so I'll show you that one in a minute. This one has really great camo. Yeah, not digging that, especially on a female, man. Come on. But overall, it's a beautiful sculpt. It's got the Rambo bandana. And yeah, this one looks really good. Got a lot of that shine, kind of that Black Series looking shine. There we can see there's some paint issues there with the hair. Kind of looks like she's got an ear bitten off. You know, it is the military. Things could happen. See, the paint is a little off there between the ear and the hair, and then you get some spots there. So not the greatest paint job. While we're there and that close, you've got a Punisher skull and crossbones, and you could just see this one's just bleeding in tiger stripe camo. We've got an all new torso. So of course we got a lot of new tooling on this figure for the head and the necks. Obviously there, and then arms. These arms, these lady arms with the pouches, yeah, we don't have that yet. Who could that be? Who are we gonna get? They don't do this for nothing. We're not getting new tooling on the arms or everything, but I just love how this lime green blends in with the OD green and the camo. It's really, really nice. And then yeah, we got new shoulder joints there. And a new torso and new web gear as well. So lots of new use, especially from the waist up. So both the upper and lower torso. You got the butterfly joints, got the walkie, the comms, everything, all the packs. So really, really well done. We've got reuse of Lady J on the waist there, or Femi diaper, and the boots. So we still have that old G.I. Joe Classified use with those high shin guards. But since it's such a nice, you know, subtle camel brown, I think she can kind of get away with it. And then we got CoverGirl hands, just repainted, of course, with the fingerless. Yeah, it's a mess. Whoever painted this figure was rushing to go on their break. And I don't blame them, the way they work in those factories. But yeah, this was not well done. Some of this plastic, I don't know how I feel about it. And we also have CoverGirl's pistol holster right there, and then Low Light's meter holster. So a lot of low light weapons, being a sniper, of course. All right, and then now on to the non-pilot action dude. He's straight up airborne, you know. I mean, both in figure repaint and his specialty. Should be. But yeah, I do love calling it a hit and run, of course, famed for having the full camo face paint. My favorite, my most anticipated G.I. Joe Classified figure. Maybe not anymore because we got this guy as a stand-in somewhat way, but also using a lot of ripcord sensibilities with a lot of the gear, which we'll show in a little later. As you can see in the side-by-side comparison, we've got airborne. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's the head sculpt. But just lovely camo job done all the way around. Shout out to Tony, of course, Lenny, masters, just masters of what they do. All right, and here we have an airborne patch. It looks like it says Legionnaires, Halo, of course, high altitude, low opening. But sorry about the ring light reflection. It's really hard to get any special focus on this Tampo, but now you get a nice detail, nice up and close. Of course, we have the eagle in the front there. Good old USA. Very well done. Just gorgeous. Web gear, so it's airborne all over. Absolutely stunning camo. And let's not forget about this removable wrist altimeter, so really cool there. And there's a nice look at the face sculpt right there. Yeah, airborne with the face painted as hit and run. So pretty wild. I wonder how hit and run will be. Obviously, they're going to do him with this. And we got our same helmet from Airborne. Nice two-tone with the lime green and the olive drab. Just really, really, really nice. Try to get those nods in there. All right, and then I believe we've got a QC issue already. These nods, this quad nods, as my guy Bobby B would call them, they don't really clip in. They don't fit. So there's a lot of issues with my figure that I got from the factory. So, man, QC issues right now. Sniper's looking like she's taking the lead. As much as I love the stylings and the camo, I can't even fit these nods in here. There's some kind of gaffed up sculpting on here, process printing. But yeah, I'm having a tough time. It's not fitting in, so that's brutal. All right, and that's really a shame that it won't fit in snug all the way in. It's barely in right now because I dig the nods. You get some silver paint there, a little bit blended in, trying to give it a holographic feel, I think, or maybe it's just another poor paint job, but it looks good on my end. A little bit of reflection there on the silver, so that was nice that they added that. But yeah, if you take a look closely there, you'll see that it's not snug all the way in, and I can't do it. If I push it in, it pops off. So even if I touch that, it's really loose. So terrible job there because everything looks gorgeous. So factory issues, not Hasbro issues, but then they become Hasbro issues. What a nice looking face sculpt. I mean, this could be CoverGirl, right? In a way, just with the boonie hat on. So, and then take a look at the top. It's got all the nice camo leaves in there, and yeah, she's hiding. So really well done. Look at that. The face sculpt is gorgeous. No paint issues. I'm glad this was made at a different factory. But yeah, I really enjoy both face sculpts. We got a lot of white girls already besides Shooter, so I might end up just sticking with the OG, but this is a real nice one, or I may have to just get another one. One with a ghillie suit, maybe, one with a different ethnicity. So of the two, this is maybe the one that you want two of, but the other one, the action pilot, the airborne soldier there, light infantryman, he seems to be a favorite. A lot of people are probably going to build him anyways. So just get two of every 60th. That's what I'm going to do, yo. All right, and so for our Caucasian sniper, she turns into Natalie Portman, Sinead O'Connor. And boom. Fixed glasses. You got the sniper cap, and that looks really good. With the comms, earpiece, and buds, and you got the tail. So yeah, it could be a Scarlet CoverGirl. This could be Scarlet, just done in military look. That's really interesting. They've got to reuse this. Who's it going to be? I really could see this being a favorite, depending on who you want. But that looks really good. Wow. Excellent job all the way around. The way the glasses reflect in the light, and you got the marine cap. She's cool. All right, and not to be outdone, our airborne halo jumper here has the 8 look, maybe plus capability that airborne did. So I'm not going to go through all of them. If you're watching this review, you own airborne, or you watched other reviews of airborne, either from a Toy Kind of Mood and so forth. But, you can keep the glasses on and slap the helmet on. Pull this off and give him a classic look with the pilot glasses covered. But yeah, you could do the quad nods with the shades. There's all kind of different possibilities. But the newness here is Ripcord's helmet, the yet to be released Ripcord, of course, coming out with the Dragonfly Night Force Ripcord at least. But yeah, there's a good look at it all the way around. It's all kind of gadgeting there. And yeah, my ring light's killing this, but it's pretty big. We'll snug that on, and yeah, that looks massive, right? I wish I had the aces of aviation, and I do apologize for not having airborne here. I am remote reviewing this. I wasn't about to bring my entire collection. There's lots of things I wish I brought here, but man, this thing is just, I don't get it. Like, what is going on here? Why is it not snug to the helmet? This thing's, we're having a lot of issues here. Look at all this space. So here looks cool, right? But it still looks pretty big. It looks very sci-fi-esque. There's a lot of room. It's not snug. Man, that looks good. He looks mean. That looks dope. As such a big fan of Hit and Run with this mask, you know, it's just massive. But I guess once you throw that down and it's got the mask, that actually looks pretty good. So now the functionality kind of makes sense. You really need this part. Without it, it looks silly. And it looks big on top of his head, but oh, it looks pretty good right there. But this is perfect. Sorry about the halo in the halo. Major accessory time, and we've got the parachute for our halo jumper on the right, and for our sniper, the ghillie suit. That ghillie suit looks really good on camera, doesn't it? It definitely looks the best, but there could be some function problems from what I see from some of my good friends. But yeah, we'll pull this one away. I do apologize. I do own the Gridiron ghillie suit. And my homies, Bees and Punk, I think they both said that Gridiron, Voliverse, of course, Action Force, and Gridiron Studios, and GIJoe Classified all went over 3, but I love the look at this. I love the look of it. I think they did a good job. I like the yellow threads with the multi-colored feather look. I think the wash on this is really good compared to the other ones. I do dig what Gridiron did. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, but this is the look on the back. I like this feel a lot better than I thought. Stitching really is strong and stiffer here than the Gridiron one, but I digs it. All right, newness. We can't talk about the parachute before we talk about the parachute pack. But yeah, this is all new piece. Of course, it's going to be ripcords, Night Force ripcords, in addition to that flight helmet and the oxygen mask kit. But yeah, we got this. It's a working backpack, and the parachute will fit in it. We will test that out. But yeah, it's just real sweet. I saved a little bit of time getting that over the shoulders, but we got the peg there, and we've gone through a lot of things with this giant peg and the backpack, and this thing feels real squishy in a good way, probably because we got to fit the parachute gear in there. But I cannot get this peg in for the life of me, but that could be a me thing. Let's see, I'm pushing in, and it's resisting, and no bueno. Looking at the other side, you could see there's a gap in there, but you know what? It looks like it's pretty much in there at this point. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close. I'll take this oxygen pack and plug that in, and boom, there we go. All right, he's sharp. I dig it. No, green man, green web man. Yeah, that doesn't work. But anyway, this is the parachute. I am not going to be like Larry and start throwing this around downtown Dallas. That would not be a good idea at 10 o'clock at night for multiple reasons. But if you haven't seen a review yet, which is startling, this is the chute. And it's supposedly it's the same size chute as the O-ring figure that came with the Sky Striker, which is crazy. So maybe it's undersized. It feels like it could be small. I'm no parachute expert or whatever, but it feels like it's good quality though. It feels like this nylon feels good. I mean, can it rip? Sure, but let's get it in the pack. All right, so looking at this, there's a 2-peg system. Obviously, this one's going to go in that peg hole. This one doesn't have a place to put anything, so it's got to be for the parachute. That should fit pretty snug. Let's try the other side, maybe. There we go. I think that'll do. Maybe that'll work. I don't know, man. Okay, cool. There we go. And when you do that, boom. All right, there's the parachute. And voila. Yeah, a really close setup here in this hotel. Now, as far as the strings, everything's pretty straight. You can get arms and legs and stuff caught in it. Nothing's too crazy tangle-wise, so we're going to fold up this chute to the best of our abilities. And that popped out. So there probably should have been instructions on the best way to fold this. The creases only go so far, but I think I did a decent job at that for a first attempt. And so we'll stick all the ropes in there. Get our finger in there. It has a lot of fingers and stuff. All right, we got most of the stuff jammed in there. Looks like it fit pretty good. Push that in, and voila. The parachute does fit nicely in the backpack. I think everything's secure, and this has stayed secure. I had a tough time in the beginning, but this is actually one of the better backpacks. Does look like there's a lot of space. It doesn't sit flush like it could. Maybe you could use some blue tack, but it might not be strong enough. Or you can mess around, maybe pull some of these arms down or something like that. It would be nice if it was really flush to the back, but otherwise we got the pack in, so real pleased with that. It's a really cool figure, and Ripcord is going to be something special. All right, and since he is Stalker and he's the referee of this battle, we got to get him in the ghillie suit. It's not as good. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks kind of silly. It looks much better on our young lady there, but it works. I mean, it does fit on. Just kind of ends up like a Chewbacca kind of thing. All right, and before we go gun for gun, we've got low light sniper case and backpack. Same deal here. Some camel brown in there. Fits all the sniper stuff with a bipod, which will show you the gun in a sec. So always great detail, but not a whole lot of paint on these. It's got a nice green to it, a lot of detail. You've seen these with low light, Naga hide. At least the case, and that snaps on there. Just creates a lot of heaviness on the back of our lady sniper, but yeah. Going gun for gun, we've got low lights M2010 enhanced sniper rifle at the bottom. Let's see how it is. Of course, this is for our sniper. And I love the camo on it. Real sexy. Wonderful job. That was Tony. It was Tony. It had to be. Bipod is pretty loose on there. Does stand up. No, it collapses. Pretty loose. Pretty loose. Not sure what's up with that. And the mag comes out. And yeah. It's got a nice stock. I like it. Gummy wise, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty fair. Pretty good. No complaints except for this bipod. And on the bottom here, we've got the Scar. It's a standard effing Scar 17. It's got the SIG 550 stock there because, of course, it would be all clear and more straightforward. Wouldn't have the jagged edges. So a little combo. Hasbro's not trying to make anything real. Combinations. You got the sound suppressor here. How is it? I mean, it's not bad actually. It's a pretty good plastic. Much better than some of the stuff I've handled lately. But yeah, this is a little warped. The suppressor, it's not gummy, so it just doesn't fit in right. See how it's like a little warped on the edge, but removable mag. But yeah, it looks pretty good. There's not a whole lot of paint on it, but well done. All right, next up we got Snake Eyes Uzi submachine gun, of course, with the removable suppressor right there. Will also fit on a pistol that we'll show you in a bit, and then the same knife that came with, I believe, Commando Snake Eyes. Could be wrong, you let me know. And then for the Action Pilot, we've got this M4 with grenade launcher, of course, the M203. So yeah, pretty boxy gun. Actually does look like something you'd see in Halo. And then of course we got that SIG 550 stock on there, and real strong quality. Overall, this is pretty good. It's good suppressor. Everything here is stiff. Everything here is good. The top, we got another gun from Lowlight. You might remember this Chris Vector CZ Scorpion. It's a 3+ hybrid, of course, and removable silencer. Pretty good as far as quality. Once again, good weapons. Strong plastic, so they're listening, but Vector there. Then up next for our Halo dude, we've got this stockless paratrooper saw. Really funky gun. Mag does not remove, but the suppressor does. And yeah, the suppressors are kind of gummy. The gun overall is fairly strong. So strong weapons, big plus. And they look good too. Lastly, we got our handguns. At the top, we've got the 92FS Beretta, semi-automatic. The stick does not come out, but the same suppressor does fit. And it's really gummy on the suppressor again, but the gun itself is nice with the black paint. It's in good quality. Then underneath, we've got that Firefly gun. Same one we got with Airborne. That Smith & Wesson MP inspired semi-automatic. And then we've got a knife. I don't know who it's from, but I'm sure it's from Firefly or Airborne probably, or both. You can let me know in the comments, but that's the GATs. Whew, that was fun. 60th anniversary G.I. Joe Classified. We got the Action Non-Pilot Halo Jumper. Don't Call Me Master Chief. And then we've got the first ever, okay, maybe second, but the American Sniper, the Action Marine Sniper. She's a dandy, and he's pretty bad, eh? Who wins? We got the Woodland Camo and the Tiger Stripe with the ghillie suit. How do we do this, guys? How do we do this? Breaking it down, I had more functionality problems with the Action Pilot, and believe it or not, it wasn't really the parachute. I mean, it would have been nice to know which way that chute goes, but I think I did a decent job getting that in there. The guns are real great, no stiffness. The camo's looking good. You hear sirens in the background like this is a D-Amazing review. That's what happens when you review things downtown in major cities. Things happen. But anyway, which one do we like? Which one do we like better? You let me know. Did you cop more than one of each? What do you want from the looming legacy collection? All right, guys, I'm doing whiskeys. I really, really love the look of the Action Pilot Halo Jumper. I mean, looks-wise, he's a repaint. One of the greatest repaints in G.I. Joe Classified history as far as just deco. The accessories are great. I was pleased to get the new parachute sack in there. Didn't flush in all the way. The visor's a little bit too big, as you can see. But overall, he's a dandy. I know people are going to love him. I'm going to go 4.25. I just had too many functionality problems. This is more of a factory score. You know, Hasbro, I think, knocked it out of the park. Easy 9 out of 10, just visually and smart reuse and everything with Airborne. But, yeah, too many crazy QC problems out of the factory. American Sniper, on the other hand, our lady, she's goated, man. I mean, you go 3 ways with the looks. You're going to need 2, maybe 3. The ghillie suit, people hate it. Reviewers stanked on it. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I mean, I think it might be the best of the 3. And you know how much I love the gridiron stuff, but she's awesome. Using low light, pretty much using low light all the way, but all new torso, new face sculpts, new arms, everything like that. So they put some money in there, especially with the ghillie suit. Gotta respect that. The parachute's cool. The size of it doesn't bother me on the Halo Jumper side. So she's awesome. I'm going 4.5. I think she's absolutely stunning, terrific. Who cares if there's not a lot of snipers or no snipers in the Marines? I don't care. This is G.I. Joe. Sure, it's a 60th ode to military, but they can do whatever the hell they want with it. Just wondering what's next. Talk to me about the Legacy Collection. Talk to me about which one you think. Do you think it's fair that the Sniper won over the Action Soldier? I didn't think that was going to happen, but breaking it all down, that's why we do reviews, right? At the end of the day. But let's talk, y'all rock. Toy Kind of Mood is happening tonight. It's happening tonight, so make sure you tune in. 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're talking toys. What else are we going to do? In the meantime, I'll catch y'all at Terry Black's for some of that pulled pork. Man, ribs, everything. That Texas barbecue. I just can't get enough. We'll catch you later. Peace.